Stormwater management is an environmental issue. Oftentimes, on urban landscapes, when rain falls, it has nowhere to go but to run off and into the drains. By running off the pavement, it picks up debris, chemicals, and other wastes found on the pavement and carries them directly into the water system, often untreated. Impervious surfaces, or surfaces like pavement that water cannot drain through, are often to blame for this runoff. However, soil and the natural processes that happen when water runs through soil is a porous material that cleans and purifies water as it runs through and into the groundwater. Trees help this process and also offer carbon sequestration in addition. So, what do trees and soil have to do with urban stormwater management? Well, by incorporating trees and soil as well as other pervious and porous surfaces into the urban landscape, water is able to drain through the ground and into the rivers in a more clean manner than just straight off the pavement while picking up debris, chemicals, and other waste, as I mentioned before. Pavement bricks or pavers are often used in urban landscapes to provide aesthetics as well as help with stormwater management. However, as you can see from this video, not much rainwater is penetrating through the cracks in between the pavers. This is a problem. However, if you put porous material between the pavers, like shown in this picture, water is able to drain down through the cracks between the pavers and into the ground, where soil is able to clean the water before it goes back into the river system. This is an image taken of the pavers along the central corridor here in St. Paul, Minnesota, connecting the green line between Minneapolis and St. Paul. Blending into the landscape, these pavers provide aesthetic pleasure as well as stormwater treatment. In addition to these pavers, which provide drainage for stormwater, over 1,000 trees were planted along the green line and the central corridor spanning between Minneapolis and St. Paul. These trees are also part of an underground system called tree trenches. These tree trenches help to further purify the water before it returns to the water system, which would be the Mississippi in this case. This graphic shown here is also shown on plaques throughout the central corridor, educating people who pass by and may be interested in the improved water treatment services that these underground and seemingly invisible systems provide. Now, let's dive deeper into how these tree trenches work. As you can see from this diagram, polluted rainwater runs off the sidewalks as well as the streets and into either the permeable pavers or the storm drain. As polluted water from the sidewalks hits the pavers, it travels down through the cracks and through the pores into the modified soil, which was developed by Cornell University. This soil is designed to withstand a lot of pressure from above while still remaining porous. As for the water from the street, it runs off and into the storm drain. The storm drain then takes it underground and it is filtered into a layer of rock. This layer of rock then filters down into the soil for further treatment. When there are high amounts of water, the pipe also takes away the excess water so that flooding does not occur and backups into the street does not occur. There are other examples of tree trenches as well. This picture shown here is of a parking lot in a mall north of Minneapolis that uses a tree trench system to help treat its stormwater runoff. This tree trench system, however, is slightly different. Instead of offering permeable pavers for sidewalks to drain into, the entire parking lot drains into these metal grates. The water is then dispersed beneath the parking lot. Through porous surface, water is able to filter downwards before returning back to the water system. There are also other designs for tree trenches. This tree trench, located just outside Philadelphia, offers a different way for water to enter the tree trench system. As you can see from this picture, there are no permeable pavers nor pavement above the tree trench system. Rather, the infrastructure surrounding the tree trench forces the water to drain into the tree trench and then downwards through the permeable surfaces. These tree trench designs are just a few examples of the many designs that are used throughout the world for stormwater management. Providing aesthetic pleasure as well as environmental services, these tree trenches are designed to serve more than one purpose. Thank you for watching, and remember, next time you're walking along the green line, if you look down and notice permeable pavers, know that there's a more complex system beneath the pavement that also provides an important environmental service.